Shri Radha Krishna Go Bhagwan Sam Radha Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Guru Gata Dham ki jai, Swami Praphupada ki jai, all glory to the all glory to the Thank you very much. Is the appearance day of Lord Nishinga Day. It is called Nishinga Chaturdashi. So, I am so pleased that within such a short time, these boys have nicely learned how to play, and especially I have to thank Mr. Hiranyakashipu. Mr. Hiranyakashipu has played his part very nicely. So, this is very instructive. A struggle between the atheist and the theist. This story of Prahlad Maharaj is eternally true. There is always a struggle between the atheist and the theist. If a person becomes God conscious, Krishna conscious, so he will find many enemies because the world is full of demons. What to speak of the devotee of Krishna? Even Krishna, when he personally came, he had to kill so many demons. There was his maternal uncle, his mother's brother, very thinly related. Still, he wanted to kill Krishna. As soon as any son was born to Devaki, immediately he killed, because he did not know who will be Krishna. The prediction was that the eighth child of his sister will kill Kamsa. So he began to kill all the children. At last Krishna came, but he could not kill Krishna. He was killed by Krishna. So, nobody can kill God. The demons, godless society, they simply want to kill God. But actually, God is never killed, but the demon is killed by God. That is the law of nature. This is the instruction from Prahlad Maharaj's life. You can understand that as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Mrityu sarva harascha aham. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said that I am also death in the shape of taking away everything, whatever you possess. We are very much proud of possessing material things, material acquisitions. But when Krishna comes, Prahlad Maharaj saw, Hiranyakashipu, his father also saw, Nishinga. This Hiranyakashipu was very clever. As the materialist scientists are very clever. Cleverly they are inventing so many things. What is the idea? The idea is we shall live forever and enjoy sense gratification more and more. This is called atheistic advancement of civilization. The Hiranyakashipu was typical materialist. Hiranya means gold and Kasipu means soft bed, cushion. The materialist person They are very much fond of gold and enjoying sex. That is their business. Hiranyakashipu is the typical example of this materialistic person, and Prahlad Maharaj, Prakishtrupena Allada. Allada means transcendental bliss, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita. Living entities, real identification is Prahlada, blissfulness. But on account of material association, we are in miserable condition of life. So this Hiranyakashipu wanted to become immortal, and he underwent penances, severe penances, so much so the whole universe became tremble. So that Lord Brahma had to come to pacify him. What do you want? So he wanted to become immortal. Lord Brahma said that although I have got very long duration of life, the duration of life of Brahmaji is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Sahasra Juga Pajantam Arhachat Brahmano Vidu. Sahasra Juga. One group of Juga, Sattva Trita Dapur Kali, it becomes 43 lakhs of years. And multiply these 43 lakhs of years by 1000. That duration of time is Brahma's 12 hours, one day. Sahasra Juga Pajantam Arhachat Brahmano Vidu. So that Brahma, who lives for millions and trillions of years, is still here to die. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshana Darsana. Wherever you go within this material world, either in the Brahma Loka or in the Patal Loka, you have to die. That is the problem. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, real problem is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. Birth, death, old age and disease. Hiranyakashipu wanted to solve this in a materialistic way. But that is not possible. So in a negative way, he wanted that I shall not die on the land, I shall not die in the air, I shall not die in the water, I shall not be killed by any man-made weapon. In so many ways, negatively, he thought that he has become immortal. But Krishna is so intelligent that keeping all the words or the blessings given by Lord Brahma to Hiranyakashipu, he killed him. Just like Hiranyakashipu wanted that he would not be killed either at day or in night. So Hiranyakashipu was killed neither at day and neither in night, but just in the beginning of evening, which is neither day nor night. Then he wanted that he shall not be killed in the air, in the water, or in the land. So Hiranyakashipu was killed on the lap of the Lord. So he wanted that he would not be killed by any weapons made by man. So Lord killed him with his nails. Yes. Tabakara kamalabari nakha madhubhuta singham pranita hiranyakashipu tanu bhringa kesavadhita narahari rupa jaya jagadisha hari. So we cannot cheat God. That is not possible. However scientifically we may be advanced, God is always more intelligent than ourselves. We should always remember. So that is the difference between demon and devotee. Devotee knows that God is great. I am his eternal servant. So he remains a humble servant of Krishna. Therefore he has no danger. Even if he has danger, he will be saved. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Kaunteya pratijanihi nami bhakta pranasati. Kaunteya pratijanihi. Arjuna, you can declare it all over the world that anyone who has taken shelter at my lotus feet become devotee. He will never be vanquished. Ahankva sarva papi bhamakvaisam masi. So these are the assurances. But the atheist class of men like Hiranyakashipu cannot understand it. That is the defect. They challenge always God. The dissension between the father and the son was that the son was believer in God, Krishna, and the father was not. So, at the end, the father saw what is God in the form of death. At that time, he could not save him. So that is the difference between theist and atheist. The atheist always challenges, where is God? Can you show me? But you'll see. Not now, but at the maturation of your all sinful activities. When death will come, you'll see. This is going on. So it is very instructive lesson. Prahlad Maharaj, now it is getting late, otherwise I would have recited some of the verses recited by Sri Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is one of our gurus. There are 12 gurus or Mahajans. Shambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapila, Mano, Prahlada, Janaka, Bhishma, Bali, Vaiyasaki, Vayam. Actually, if we want to make progress in spiritual life, we have to follow the Mahajans, the great personalities. They are mentioned in the Shastras. Shambhu, Narada, Shambhu. Shambhu means Brahma. Lord Brahma is Shambhu. Without father and mother, he became manifest. Therefore his name is Shambhu. Of course his father is Narayana, but not in the usual way. Therefore his name is Shambhu Narada. Narada Muni is also one of the Mahajans. And Shambhu, Lord Shiva, Kapila, Kapildev, the son of Devavati, Shambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kapila, Mano, and Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is our Guru in the disciple succession. So, Mahajanadina Gatassa Pantha, Dharmasya Tattanga Nihitam Guhaya, Mahajanadina Gatassa Pantha. We cannot chalk out what is the path of religion. It is very difficult to find out because there are many different scriptures and there are many philosophers. Nasu Manijasamatam na Bhinnam. Each philosopher has got different opinion. So how to get real path of religious way? That is recommended in the Shastra. That Mahajanadina Gatassa Pantha. You have to follow the footsteps of great personalities, and Prahlad Maharaj is one of them. So, Prahlad Maharaj was born in a demon's family. His father was a demon. Prahlad Maharaj used to address his father as Asura Varja, the best of the demons. You have seen, he was patting his son, my dear son, do like this, do like that, tell me what you have learned, the best thing. Prahlad Maharaj said, Tat sadhu manne asura varjati. He never said, my dear father, my dear, the best of the demons. Tat sadhu manne, I think that is very nice. What is that? Vityatma ghatam grihanda kupam balangato jad hrimasreta. That this worldly life, materialistic life, is self-killing just like a dark well. So one should give it up and go to the forest and take shelter of Krishna. That is the best way of life. So his father became very angry. So the atheist and the theist, they will never agree. But theists also never will submit to the atheist. This is the principle. Prahlad Maharaj was put into so many troubles by his father, but he never forgot chanting Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Namah. He never forgot. So we should take lessons from these stories that even in dangerous positions, we should not be forgetful of Krishna. Krishna is saver. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita, Jangalabdha chaparangalabhang mannate nadhukamatataha jasmin sthite gurudapi dukkhena na vichal. Krishna consciousness is so nice that if one gets Krishna consciousness, Jangalabdha, chaparangalabham, aparangalabham, any other benefit or gain is never considered. This is so nice. We are hankering after getting this, that, so many things. Day. But as soon as you get Krishna consciousness, you will be satisfied. As Guru Maharaj said, Shamin Kritatosmi Paramanajas. Just like Prahlad Maharaj. He was offered all benediction, my dear Prahlad. Whatever you like, you can ask. He never asked anything. But he was so kind. That is the example of a Vaishnava son in the family. Despite so much troubles given by his father, still he begged from Narasingha there, my Lord, my father has committed so many offences, kindly give him liberty. He did not ask anything for himself. So Nrsimhadev immediately said, why do you speak of your father? Your father's father, his father, 14 generations all liberated. Because a son like you is in this family. So, this is the benefit. If a son becomes a pure Vaishnava, devotee, he can deliver 14 generations. That is a special prerogative. Because he is born in a certain family. So, what we can give service to the family, nation, materially. If we become devotee, we can give best service to the nation, to the family, to the humanity. That is the philosophy. So, our Krishna consciousness movement is preaching this philosophy that you take to Krishna consciousness, your life will be perfect. And the method is very simple. There is no secret. Just this evening I was talking with a boy. He has got a mantra, very secret. But we say we have no secret mantra. Our mantra, Hare Krishna, is open to everyone. Why it should be secret? If by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we can approach God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, why it should remain secret? It should be distributed like anything so that everyone can go. So there is no secrecy. The secret mantra we don't approve. It must be very open. There is no secret. The Shastra never said the mantra can be secret. Harinama iva kevalam kalam nasti va nasti. In this age of Kali means age of what? Age of misunderstanding, age of disagreement. So in this age, it is very difficult to come to the right conclusion by philosophy and other methods. Therefore, in the Shastra, it has been openly declared, Hare Nama iva kevalam kalau nasti va tatirannata. Three times made Jagadana Tapakriya. But there are many other things. Meditation, sacrifices, worship in the temple. So, in this age, all these things are impossible to be performed. But even a child can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is proved here. Whenever there is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even the child can take part, old man can take part. So this is the only method for God realization. There is no expenditure, but the gain is very, very great. That was the teaching of Sri Prahlad Maharaj, and we are following his footsteps. Let us stick to his principle, Mahajana Jina Gata Sapantha, and thus become more and more advanced. So, to see God, there must be some conditions. That condition is that unless you become a lover of God, God is not exposed to you. Otherwise God is there. Always. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Ridhe. Sadaiva means always. Not that simply when we come to the temple you see God. No, God is always visible to the devotee. Sadaiva, Sada means always, 24 hours. That is Krishna consciousness. The same example which I gave you. There's a woman who has got a lover and she's very busy in her duties, but she is always thinking of the lover when I shall meet him. This is an example given by Rupa Goswami. That her mind is always engaged in the form or the activities of the lover. If that is materially possible. When you develop your love of Godhead, at that time you will see God everywhere, always 24 hours. That was the position of Prahlad. He was seeing always God, Krishna. But his father was not seeing because he was atheist. He was asking, challenging, where is your God? You are talking of so many times God. All right, I shall teach you a lesson today. So he took his sword and wanted to kill his own son. Atheist is so unkind, cruel, that he is prepared to kill his own son, beloved son, 5 years old. That is atheism. And theism, the father who tortured him so much, so after the death of his father, he is praying to Nrsimha there, please excuse my father. This is theism. So that is the difference between Krishna consciousness and ordinary consciousness. They are very kind, everyone. Manchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhayevas. You utter this prayer. Kripa sindhu bhayevas. Vaishnava is the ocean of mercy. There is no end. As you cannot, draw all the waters from the ocean. It is not possible. Similarly, a Vaishnava, a devotee, ocean of mercy. You can draw from it as much mercy as you like, still it is full. So, Prahlad Maharaj is the symbolic representation of Vaishnava. So try to be not imitator, but follower. Don't try to imitate. Prahlad Maharaj was thrown into boiling oil. Let me try. Fall into the boiling oil. No, that is imitation. First of all, you become like Prahlad Maharaj, then that will be possible. Don't try to make experimentally. That is not good. But follow. Try to follow. Mahajana Jina Gatasya Pantha. Mahajans, great personalities, what they have done, you cannot imitate them. You have to follow. You have to follow the instruction of Krishna or his representative. But you cannot imitate them, then you will follow. Anusaran, not anukaran. Anukaran means imitation. But anusaran, follow. So what Prahlad Maharaj did, that we have to follow, his example. His example was that in spite of continuous torturing by his father, he never forgot Krishna. This we have to say. In spite of all kinds of inconveniences and torture by the atheist class of man, we shall never forget Krishna consciousness. There are many examples. Just like Lord Jesus Christ, he was tortured. So he was crucified, but he never agreed that there is no God. So that should be our motto. This is fallen. Either you be Christian or be Hindu or be any, but be God conscious. Krishna conscious is God conscious. And in any circumstances, do not forget. That is called saranagati, that is surrender. So, Prahlad Maharaj is protected by Nishingadev, and now it is a fact that atheists like Hiranyakasipu who denied the existence of God. So, he was shown God at his last stage of life. So the atheist will see God, but when he will see, his life is finished. That means death. Atheist will see God in the form of death. And theist, Krishna conscious devotee will see God 24 hours within his heart. That is the difference. Nobody can avoid death. So atheist will see God. If he denies God, but he will see God in the form of death. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. That every moment our things are being taken away by time. But it is not difficult to understand. Just like my age, 74 years, 75, that means 74 years from my whole duration of life is already taken up. Therefore, every one of you should think that every moment, whatever asset you have got, the most valuable asset is the life, duration of life, that is being taken up. That is the law of nature. And the last taking away is death. So Krishna says that Mrityu sarvaharam aham. Mrityu, death takes away everything. Your education, title, MA, PhD, DSc, your bank balance, millions of dollars, your good name, your house, your family, your friends, your country, all taken. All taken away. So for atheists, this is God. When he will take away everything, you will understand, yes, there is God. Yeah? Just like a civil disobedient person, when he is arrested and is put into the bars and given severe punishment, then he understands, yes, there is God. There is God. So government is there. For a nice citizen, government is there, he is taking all advantage offered by the government and is obeying the laws of the government, no trouble. But one who says, I don't care for the government, I am free, I shall become naked. Just like John Lennon. He exported himself naked and government stopped immediately. That you cannot do that. So things are going like that. Atheist class of men, they are declaring themselves free, no God, and that is all nonsense. Mudha. They have been described as Mudha. First class food. Naman Duskritanam Mudha Praphupada Naragama. Study Bhagavad Gita, everything is there. Those who are Naradhama, lowest of the mankind. As the lowest of the mankind is atheist, similarly, the highest of the mankind is Krishna conscious. So try to be the highest kind of mankind. The world is suffering for want of highest kind of mankind. And be example. So you learn this lesson in this day of the advent of Lord Vishnu. Chant, please. Between the picture, the chief man of the Titan and the Kurukshetra on both sides, they are arrayed despite what side is the Swami. Not that the head man, the chief man of the commander is taking shelter that side, protecting himself, and who also he has thrown into the fight. Now, these are ideas. And it is necessary that a class of men should be doing that fight. In India, because this church